Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a rough 24 hours for my brother Mister Cee for the radio station Hot 97. And Cee, we've been sitting here before, sir. This is the second time.
Yes.
Now a video came out yesterday with you what it sounded like you in a car with what I guess according to the video was a transgender man, woman. Man, I don't even know where to take this conversation, because last time we talked, Cee, you said that you were dealing with some personal things. You said you were addicted to prostitutes, I think is what you told us.
And strippers.
But you said you weren't gay. And
Right.
you said you weren't bisexual.
Right.
And we moved on, and you've been dealing with this privately. I know you told me you've been to therapy.
Yes.
We've been supportive as a family, but after this video comes out, I don't really know what to tell the listeners who, obviously I take our listeners seriously, because without them we wouldn't have a job. So I kind of feel obligated to share, especially when something like this happens in public, and especially when it's you're breaking the law, my G. You know what I'm saying, with
Right.
the soliciting of prostitution. So
Right.
now we're here today. Now what do we do?
Well, first and foremost, man, it's I
You resigned yesterday,
resigned yesterday from the station against your wishes and against management wishes.
which is a part of the reason I want you up here today, because whatever you're going through personally and whatever drama it's bringing your family here at the radio station through, we don't turn our back on people. And you were just like, look, I'm tired of taking y'all through this, and I'll deal with this on my own.
And the part of the reason that I did say yesterday that I'm tired of putting the station through it is, I don't want you guys to lose, sponsors and money and so on and so forth. But let me finish. I don't want you guys to lose that. That's part of keeping the state afloat, is the income of the station.
Yeah, but we haven't.
But also, I don't want to. I am tired of trying to do something or be something that I'm not. I'm tired. I'm tired.
So
have I lied about getting sexual fellatio in a car with a transsexual? Yes.
Okay.
I have lied about that.
Okay.
And I feel bad.
Whoa.
I feel bad for the listeners that it did take a video for me to say this, because I have been in denial with this for a very, very long time. A very long time. Now, the funny part of it, and I know I'm going to get hit with social media when I get ready to say this.
Doesn't matter, my dude. Don't
But
worry.
I'm gonna say it anyway. Do I consider myself gay? No, I don't consider myself gay. I have gotten fellatio. What's the clean way of saying
That's
it?
clean. That's clean enough.
From
Deal with it. Take your time, my G.
from transvestites, and that's as far as it went. I never.
You don't. I mean, listen. You don't have. Listen. We're not here to judge.
But I just want to. I've never had actual sexual intercourse with another man, and vice versa. That has never been done to me. But I have had fellatio. That's the best way I could put it, with
That's fine.
a transsexual person. The person who I was in the car with, I know exactly who that person is.
Okay.
And
why
that's neither here nor there. But I
why
know
would they want to harm you like this?
I honestly don't know, Breeze. I really don't know. I like I told you yesterday, and I went on the air yesterday. That video is an old video.
How old?
Maybe probably like the end of last year.
Now, I've told you several times, and even in private, that we knew you was going through something tough, and because we live public lives, we felt like after you had your second incident, we needed to have this discussion in public because I know there's a lot of listeners who struggle with the same things that you struggle with.
You know, it's
and people, and let me finish. And people look up to us, and I know that's a lot of pressure to put on you. And I do want to say, you know, you don't owe anybody anything, but when we get up here every day, we do owe it to our listeners to be as real as we could be. And in saying that, I've been honest with you where I've told you that, you know, people questioned whether you were being honest with us when we had our last dialogue. But I let it be at that because I didn't want this to be some sort of like public, you know, beating. But I did want to be as transparent with the listeners as possible. And I want to thank you right now for no matter how long it took. I know you want to be apologetic that it took this video coming out for you to be honest, but I just want to say thank you, man. And I know people listening that struggle with what, you know, with being honest about who they are, no matter what it is. They appreciate you right now. They really do.
Well, to be honest with you, we'll see what happens after this. If the appreciation,
they're gonna appreciate you.
We'll see what happens after this. And honestly, Breeze, that's been my whole dilemma all this time. My whole dilemma has always been, am I still going to be looked at the same way?
Absolutely you will.
Am I still going to be...
All right. Absolutely, man. You're a legend, my man. Let it out. You're a legend. And I think, I do believe, man, people just wanted you to be honest. People just wanted you to be honest, and I appreciate you, man, and I know the people listening appreciate you.
My whole fear of this whole thing, of what I've been going through, is most importantly, my family. You know, I don't talk about my family too much, but my whole thing was just really about making sure my family was going to be all right. Because when I tell you, Breeze, I'm going to be all right, I'm going to be all right. But my whole thing was just making sure, as far as
people judging your family?
Not people judging my family, but just, you know, I hold my family down, man. You know? I hold my family down. Ever since my grandfather passed away in 2006, I've been the person that's, between me and my aunt, that's been really consistently trying to keep my family afloat. And I've never wanted this situation to get in the way of me continuing to do that. Because as much as people may say, hey, I'm going to ride with you and hey, I'm going to be there for you, that's today on September 12th. That may not be next week. It may not be 2 weeks from now. It may not be 3 weeks from now or 3 months from now. And that's something that I'm going to have to face. But that's always been my fear, of not being honest within myself and within our listeners.
Will you reconsider resigning? Will you stay and stay on Hot 97? Will you reconsider that? I mean, you don't have to give me an answer today, but you got a place if you want to be here with us, man. You don't have to be afraid.
Right now, I just really feel like I let y'all down, man. And I don't know if I could stand back in this studio again and be the same person. I don't.
Yes, you can, man. I want you to stay on with us if that's what you want, man. The door's open.
And the crazy thing about it is that I don't look at what I do. I don't look at what I do as a problem. I just look at it as it's a problem that affects the people.
But you do understand that you do understand that on the prostitution side of things, that's a crime.
I understand.
That's the only thing that we're worried about, is that is a crime. Outside of that, it doesn't matter.
I understand.
Your private life is your private life. And can we at least walk with you through fixing the aspect of it that could get you in trouble? The prostitution thing could get you in trouble to where you can't hold it down for your family.
The crazy thing, Breeze, is that I was already in motion, my nigga. I was already in motion of repairing that and trying to move better as far as what I did in my private life. You know, with the situation that happened in May, the situation that happened in May with the undercover male officer, everything that I told you back then was the God's honest truth. I went to court Monday and the charges was dropped. I have not been involved in any type of activity since probably the beginning of the year. So I've been moving forward to trying to move better, you know? But it's like I take one step forward and then it's like it's almost like the Anthony Weiner situation. It's like, you know, you come forward and you say what it is and so on and so forth, and now here's a text that comes, an old text, or here's an old video that comes. And my thing is like, man, am I gonna have to keep answering to this?
But now you won't. Now it's now you free, see? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry no more, man. People gonna pass judgment, they gonna pass judgment. They was already passing judgment.
I understand that.
But now it's gone. They can't say nothing. We weathered storms. Cats talking crazy, all that. We weathered all that. We stood up here together as a family. You don't have to resign, my dude. You get in here and play music because there's a majority of the people who don't care about this drama, man.
I know that.
They just want you to play their favorite song every day. You're a legend. They respect your music. They respect how you put it together. They respect what you've done for hip hop. You don't have to fold up, man.
I know that. I just feel like in my heart, man, you know, as much as I have rode and have I rode for the station, I just feel like I feel like I let so many people down. I just feel I let a lot of y'all up here down, man. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man, for you to say, yo, you don't have to resign. There's a place for me up here. But I have to think about that, man. I have to think about it. And I know it may sound stupid because anybody be like, yo, you back on the box. Get back on the box.
Let's go.
But I have to think about it because look, you know, like today I'm being honest, man. I'm talking about who I am and what I am, you know. And so I got to deal with that first before I can get to the bridge that I know that I love, which is being on this radio. You know.
Do you think you know, you being from a West Indian background,
that has a lot to do with it? Absolutely has a lot to do with it because, you know, my father's Trinidadian, and I always ride out for the Caribbean community as much as I can up here at this station. And
yeah, but say it. See, there's cats out here listening to your voice right now that are living a lie. You're finally getting to a point where you are letting what's, you know, whatever your fears are inside you out. It's getting out. There's other people living that lie right now, and there's nothing wrong with being who you are. It's a different place in hip hop. It's a different place in society today than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and so on. You don't have to be afraid, and you know that a lot of people are living lies, so they can't look you in the eye in front because you know.
Yeah, I know. And you know, it's
got to stop, man. It's got to stop. People got to stop with the lying. If that's the life, look. You said we started this conversation. You said I don't consider myself gay. I don't know all the categories. It's mad categories. However, people, and it's not up to me to judge.
And even with me, and let me make that clear. Even with me saying that, I know I'm still in denial.
But that's you.
And
no one's half the battle, my dude.
I know that I'm still in denial because I know that I love women. Any women that's been with me know that I love women. But occasionally, I get the urge to have fellatio with a transsexual, a man that looks like a woman. So and then I'm sitting here saying, but I'm not gay because I haven't penetrated.
But don't let society put. Listen, all the listeners from the last conversation we had. The most of the feedback was, we love Mr. Cee. We want him to be honest about his feelings. And on top of that, that's his thing. Just play the music. But because we live in a world where people, and because we're on a public platform, we give a lot of ourselves to people. You don't have to categorize yourself no way that you don't want to.
No, I get it.
We gonna love you regardless up here, and I know the listeners is gonna love you.
I get it, but it's not easy, man. It hasn't.
Oh, it ain't.
It hasn't been easy, man, for me, man. It has not been easy for me to. Well, why did this happen in 2011? And then why did it? And to just keep lying and to just keep lying and just keep lying. It has not been easy, but I have tried to protect myself for the wrong reasons. Meaning that wondering what the streets is going to say. Or, you know, am I still going to get bookings? Is the promoter still going to book me if I say, hey, occasionally I have fellatio with a transsexual? Am I still going to
let me tell you this. You know who got the most money running around out here?
I get it, Breeze. I know.
We done had this conversation where I was like, Cee, go ahead and say it. You wasn't ready. People are still going to book you. And you know what I always say about the streets? F the streets. And most of these cats walking around here acting so tough all the time anyway is probably into similar activity. That's why they got to overcompensate and act so tough all the time.
So that's been my battle, but I was only able to fight but for so long. You know, when the video came out yesterday, man, it's just like, man,
I salute you, man. I salute you for doing this.
I don't know.
People love you, man.
I don't know where I go from here. You know,
you come up here. You do noon today.
I know.
12 o'clock today.
I know what you're saying, Breeze. But
let me tell you something. And what you're going through probably can't be compared to anything I've ever been through. But coming to work every day, being around people you know have a common goal, who care about you regardless of what clothes you wear, what your sexual preference is, what your ethnic background is. We got people from all walks of life up here at Hot 97. You know that. You come here every day. You get on that box at 12 o'clock.
I just want to apologize to everybody, man, that felt like anybody that has ever listened to me that felt like I
Flex
betrayed
just walked
them.
in.
Cee, what up?
I'm good. You know,
Breeze, what up?
Chill, Flex.
I just let the cat. I just
Flex,
let.
he's
I just
dealing
let.
with his.
Give him a minute. Give him
I
a
just
minute.
let the-
I'm
Come
sorry.
here hollering, Flex.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just let the cat out the bag, Funk. But as I was saying, I want to apologize to all the listeners that felt betrayed by my lies. I want to apologize to my co-workers who felt betrayed by my lies, because you guys live. You know, when we leave here and I go through what I go through, you guys are getting questioned and going through it just as much. And I apologize to all of y'all. And I hate that it had to come to this, because it bothers me that, it bothers me. And I was talking to Funk about this yesterday on the phone. It bothers me that is making it feel like, okay, you are really caught now, fam. Like, you are really, really caught.
Sometimes it happens like
They
that.
wanted answers. They wanted answers.
Yo, Funk, what are you doing up so early? You had to be a part of this?
Yo, listen, to be honest, I stayed out. I rode around the Chevelle, and I couldn't get to sleep. So then I drove the Chevelle downtown. I drove it downtown. I got parked out front. So I said, you know what? I'm going to come down here. I'm going to see what's going on.
Are you really turning this into car talk right now?
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, but real
I
though.
commend you, Mr. C,
Yeah.
for being here and dealing and talking with everything. We rock out. We all rock out together. I'm happy that you're up here. I heard what brought me in the room was I heard some talk. What's that?
I'm trying to get him to reconsider resigning.
It's a big show today. It's a big show. They're gonna want to hear that.
See.
Yo, man, I'm sorry, man.
We in it together, my brother. We
will get through this.
We in it together, man.
Yo, Funk, man, just want to say thank you, man. Like,
love you, man. We've been living together for a long time, see? You gave me those talks, too. You know I remember those talks you gave me.
If it wasn't for Funk stayed on me on the phone yesterday, like, my dude, you got to bring this home. And, you know, I'm just glad I'm around good people, man.
We care about you, see?
I'm just glad I'm around good people. And
we care about you, man.
You know, sorry is like the weakest word, but I don't know a better word that I can say, man, that can really express my forgiveness, man.
You realize you do not have to apologize for anything that you love to do. Nothing. You don't have to apologize for who you are. Ever. 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 Do not feel like that.
But I do definitely to mislead all of you guys was not cool. And it ain't gonna happen again.
You know, man,
it ain't gonna happen again.
You know something, man? What's our blueprint for this? You know, a lot of us, man, we never been here before. This is our first time here, see? So, you know, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it.
You know, Ebro don't even know about this. You know, when I got arrested in May, you don't know about this. When I got arrested in May, I had a conversation with Flex on the phone. We was on the phone the morning that I was on the show with you guys.
He kept it 100.
And I was on the phone with Flex.
I mean, Flex told me he's not ready, and I told the audience, I was like, look, I'm not gonna.
But this is after I did that show.
I understand. I knew you was lying to me though, and I told you was lying to me.
I was on the phone with Funk, and I said this in these exact words. I said, Funk. Because Funk, you know how Funk talks to you. He's dancing and dancing. He don't really want to say.
You're not using the specific words.
And I wasn't getting off the phone. I'm not asking what I should be asking.
I said, Funk, what do you really want to ask me? Do you want to ask me, have I ever gotten into a situation with a she-male? The answer is yes. I said this to Funk on the phone.
He said it to me.
I said, Funk, the answer is yes. But I also said to Funk, I said, but I'll never get caught.
No, he said, I got it.
I said, listen to me. I said, Funk, I got this. I'm not gonna get caught.
And we didn't speak until I heard him on the radio with you.
And I was like,
and well, that doesn't seem to be what we're talking about.
And Funk said, see, you got this? I said, Funk, I got this.
So I'm thinking, all right.
But listen, you can't live in a world where you're running from who you are too long. Whoever or whatever you are, you can't live in that world. And see, I knew you was lying to me, but I wasn't gonna get into a back and forth in front of the listeners like that.
Oh, you hammered me that day.
You
You
wasn't.
You hammered.
I didn't give you. I could have.
If it was somebody who didn't work his question,
No,
You my brother.
We seen him stay on people.
And then me and Funk talk afterwards. It's like, yo, Breeze gave it to you easy. I was like, nah, I didn't feel that was easy, Funk. I feel like he was really going
What's this
after
too much pausing
Yeah.
and not re-asking of the question?
When I don't re-ask the question, that means I'm letting you off the hook. But I'm gonna say this, Cee. I want you on at noon. I want you to be proud of who you are. I want you to be up here with us. I want you to reconsider that resignation.
Let's get to the action, man.
Know what? People are gonna. People, you have made people's day.
Stop calling me, man. Cee's gonna be out. You all stressed? Stop calling. Yo, I'm like, the promoters can't call me now.
It's too early. It's too early. It's too early.
See, everything's a mess.
Prev,
just relax.
I'm there tonight, Prev, with 2 Chainz tonight. Album release party. Club All-Star, Elizabeth, New Jersey. I'm there tonight.
Calm down.
I'm there tonight.
Flex, go get some sleep.
Nah, we good. Yes, sir.
Cee, you here at 12 today, or you want some time off? You make the call.
You're 12, Cee, stop.
We're going to do 12 today.
12 today?
We're going to do 12 today.
There it is.
We're going to
Yo,
do 12
listen,
today.
Cee, I know it's not the time, but what you did today, in hip hop is monumental. And I know that's not why you're doing it. I know you're doing it because this is cleansing, and this is you couldn't hide anymore.
No, I couldn't.
But it's important for you to know that you have saved people's lives today in a real way. There are people out there right now that are going through things and are hiding from who they are, whatever it is, man. Afraid to be judged because of the culture they come from, because of the ethnic background or economic background. Like, people love you, man. We love you at Hot 97, and I'm telling you, you have nothing to be afraid of. These tough-talking people in the hood or on Twitter or Instagram, they're frauds. They hide behind blogs and social media all day long. Nobody is as real as what you just did right now.
I never question, or I never fear that. As far as it's just me, man. It's just within myself.
Yeah, but that's how we've been programmed.
Being comfortable within myself. That's the whole thing with me, being comfortable within myself. Because I'm going to still walk the streets the way I always walk the streets, and I'm far from a tough guy. But it's always been being comfortable with myself and worrying about what the next person is going to say. And I'm not going to worry no more, man.
It's freeing, right? It's cleansing. It's cleansing.
I'm just not gonna worry no more, man. I laid it all out as much as I can lay it all out. I laid it all out today, and I gave you exactly what it is. And I just hope the people that got love for me still got love for me, and the people that got hate for me, you can have
suckers.
You can have your hate.
You soft.
You can have
and
your
you
hate.
a sucker.
You can have your hate because we can't be loved by everybody. But I know that I'm all right, man. This is it's just an unbelievable day for me, man.
Yo, we salute you, man. 12 o'clock today, you on.
12 o'clock today, I'm on.
All right? All right?
I'm on.
All right, that's enough, man. Hot 97 morning show.